kuro ko juma die so ba bia panyini kwame sefakan ebo na juma na we mu na afenyo markins din sem bi betu dwase no kure pa ni yenka since enra MPP to na ba yi dia regional chairman no e de ohun ni suro kakraka bi abeto NDC party no na of course so can say the entire suro we ni ohun we nyina abam e wan NDC amanyokuom ne se enkrofo na e na me no kasei MPP amanyoko na yi omo na omo ba begina ho e wo regional level e dia ye adwuma dia ma Dr. Haji Muhammad Bawumia omo mu eduru na omo ye nipa binum at the regional level no omo di kanji omo din omo nim se omo wo connection with the people at the back of their own yard. And to see places impona and this abai in 2024 only a lot of votes, you know. Sa places ni nyina and the dua yi sabio MPP regional chairman say yi omo ebiniti say Accra greater Accra region MPP regional chairman Honorable Okoy Boy Asante region Koka chairman Koka Bono region Abronye another places Eastern region chese ose sa niam na omo hu no amandisi fo suru kura se 2028 MPP fo be woro NDC fo pieto afiri Jubilee House wo na papa ne kan sem bebre enti me pese me nu nyina yenko ne yenko tie ne yemfa mu adwene ose 2028 we ya ebai said the NDC fo bone troka ewo Jubilee House ene parliament ne de omo pe kan ne ken NDC ebeko opposition Dwenewoho TV like video no na share na comment na yenko yanim subscribe to the channel na beka busuanko no
Chairman General
Afana
afenyo ofo
Mauta awezo
yo
wafafo
afamatofo
wafanyo
enyo sese
wafanyo ta nko nya afanyo ta ma obi amba wafaro nyo
oh Chairman General
yes sir
Antina wo from afenyo
there be
na afenyo no
mese minyim de wo from afenyo enti wafano onyo
anta na America ho ase baby
because mu de na branche begom
adin yeah echo deeper na the problem about enti there scratch surface
me share them for surface mining
scratch surface na nechi enka kankra echo deep nechi maybe as cafe na I dey echo deep
but uzin keke na me cousin
mfanti aye ken kra no e maso motumi nwa ko deep
of course
na waso
na emi ye fanti
enyo menka de fanti but ye kan fanti enti no adin enyim do ye mixed blood enti mixed blood for so
enti maso me mixed blood
danu me bisa competition me bisa as an aton onye Dwenewoho for competition gwan
owuntum
enti obiana na master
but udzinu afanyo you know the meaning right
of course
yes so enti them rebisa out there wafanyo a ufie ya
enti baby as a fair no
now how
and you so I was a bit confused there rebisa mean anyway
gaka wafanyo ta akpa na amawo ufie ya enti edanyame ase
Chairman General
Osahin afenyo makin we mo akwa ba mu hu a che odem ha
Chairman adwuma izin na esie
adwuma na se mu da bogofo inya adejo
o de yes ni nyina aka ho sorry ntam na ekobo na etum keep fit because the workload can be overwhelming. It's not easy, you know. You sleep late, you work for long hours, and Parliament will break, but you go do your juma. So, I'm sharing to me yet. So, exercising is also part of it.
Yeah.
I am getting the addiction back. You know, I stopped for some time, and 2 years ago I decided to get back to the range.
I hear golf is very addictive.
Yes, if you play it, you get very addicted, and it's good because one game it works on the whole body, the whole brain, and everything. You walk, your mental health also receives some healing, and you learn a lot from the course. Tolerance, patience, perseverance, because about my ball I got to baby, I feel that there's no hope. Then you get an obisu to my ball shots, but all the greens in order. How to get into the hole is a problem.
Another matter.
So what's the golf ends in a hole? So it helps you, you know, to learn life.
Yeah.
There are two games I see as Bibi or Abrebo, chess no golf. I agree bina say isua ana what matters is a whole learning curve. You could do it.
I see. Yegudu Yesiadze, Parliament on Recess, Minority Leader Kwamena Afenyo Marking, aka Alexander Kwamena Afenyo Marking, aka Osahin, aka Leader. NPP over the weekend. Elections everywhere. Then?
Well, music and Mbobia Nabado, the entire party. Party in opposition, but the enthusiasm, the level of participation, obia per party. It starts from constituency level. The way Anan Crawford will show interest. But Saturday, me feel only there. There was less acrimony. You know, people focused on one campaign, and eventually, after 6 o'clock, then Crawford sent congratulatory message. Zima winners, and as people conceding defeat. For me, that in itself was a big message. The party na crowd there over capture power. There was something happened last week. There was West Wugon. What constituency election, and something happened. I think the women organizer position. I think Oyan Crawford being a contested. I was impressed with what I saw on social media. Because the way ballot papers now was sorting. One lady's agent, I think, signaled her there a chronos a door switching, and straight away or concede even before Obakene, I think was lady or friend is in Kamenum anyway. And I was impressed. And later I'm told she's been appointed a deputy women organizer.
Oh, that's it.
What to regional election, I saw on social media how the two women organizers, the Crown and the deputy, they were working together and all of that. I think the party in Bokonokana, I party in Bono, we don't need to be friends to love, but we must love one another and understand that our party first. Politics, no munsampi. Debia Makade, on your part a radio duna, waka party asema. Bibi ya udawa ekasha roba and abakasa is a tier party member. One way yebutum ye close your ranks and the yebutum ya contain yankasa yehu how problems ba party ma yebutum na ya solve. Going into 2028, hard work, but hard work we are unity is nothing. So hard work, unity will be equal to power. Say a crew ɛna edwumadze ba yɛbɛnya nkonimzi yɛnya nkonimzi a ɔbɛ start wɔ parliament yɛbɛnya majority wɔ parliament then yɛnya jubilee as a bonus na Dr. Bawumia bezi president MPP baby a ye vote ne kase ba pa says ya may expect that after what we saw on Saturday Central Region, Greater Accra, Eastern Region, and on Ashanti Region. The chairman for Anani, Oya Chairman Koka, Chairman Jeff, Chairman Esibu, and a Chairman Okoboy. I'm expecting a very solid pact that these 4 chairpersons would form a certain pact to be. Now when you flag bearer atum atsanwo edikukom nkomo
Central, Eastern, Greater Accra, Ashanti.
Perfect. Them 4 chairpersons.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a certain bond, a pact.
Nketa huzi?
Yes. I want you flag bearer katsine dem. One enum ne pe. Na nwezi nkomo deda sonko.
Why those 4?
Yeah, because strategically no. You them 4. You see, Greater Accra is the most populated region in the political calendar. You know? Central, ye key. Ebesha President Kufuor, o win Central, and na power ne bay.
2000.
204 so. Though now okay, President Mills and no oil candidate for NDC, but 204 when the NDC football almost in power. But Central we won 16 seats.
Okay.
And Victory Bay.
Into no friend swing region.
Swing. And coastals, you know, our Morty. And then Eastern region here, Yankasa swing here in base. But Ebesha 2024. Young ones in Krofum. So it is about using the asset we have in Eastern region. I will call it the brine factor. Okay?
The brine factor.
The brine factor. Opening baby a ye do no krobi o no ede nyina ye ka. Brine champions impact in say Eastern region no. You may not like him, but you cannot also take it for granted.
Okay.
He is a force, especially Okro, a flag bearership. No? He has some 18%, 19% across board. I think that the region can rally around him.
Okay.
Together with the new leadership, all MPs. This is not the time I ego ego will not give us power. Oh, ego on for power. Let's draw on one another's strength. Rally around one solid force in the region. And say that harvest every vote. MPP, to grassroots in ase, na to vote in Nara. Then, if you come to Greater Accra, which is the most populated region when it comes to the electoral register now. We have 120 in Greater Accra before. We can win 20 out of the 34 seats and even more. So, old hands are why you be there rallying behind Okoboy as the regional chairman, and all of us who are doing the politics here, making an input and identifying the constituencies behind the dynamics and getting the vote out are very important. Then above all, Almighty Ashanti, NDC, we should keep them at maximum 20%.
33.
Yes, I know, I'm coming there. NDC, we should keep them at maximum 20%. And harvest our vote and harvest it well. I am impressed with the effort of some of our leaders in Ashanti region. There may be challenges in one way or the other, but largely, party no amenumudu in Ashanti. Chairman Coker, me na ye juma da minim. Oya me do there immediately after the election. Naro tuna na mon kro Kokofuo. Kokofu me ni serve wa parliament.
Yeah.
He very hard-working, loyal party member. They working together. We have giants like Napo,
Former running mate.
Running mate. Why education minister, energy minister. Why director of elections of the party. Emi de bi ameka da Napo nkrofo nhyɛ da hu ne talent ye. Emi o training 2012 when I was a candidate. And when I came to parliament too, I saw him in action. But party na no dubia nyimpa se wo mu dodo mbojo atmasa.
Mete.
Enti no se ye je ni nyina to nchen. Dr. Ayiwe Free, he has his strength. Honorable Chairman Sabonso, he has his strength. Ye nyina yetna ho na wase Ashanti party no. They are ready to deliver power for the party. It is not about the votes kakrebi enyai. It is about how you get about 80% or more turnout. Because turnout ni here in Ashanti.
And the Premier Chairman Coker Kasai say or 1.1 million people be Oji is a one to about 2024 into only age man of production. Is that what you're talking about?
That's exactly the point I'm making. But that would only come if there is unity. You see, I keep saying this because it is our problem. Chairman General, a political party that is very individualistic and there is individual competition cannot get power. A collective spirit is what will give us power. Dr. Baumia or Dr. Baumia or as a flag bearer, no, onto munko baby moye. As a flag bearer, no, now one's to me ya or me now. Here na ye wasen ye ne dwumazen na ye zeba manutum. Intino baby a ye du no se yentum na yentu yen wensi ho na akoma ze osayaze obi wo ho a oboko radio do ni we free the radio na o akodo no mpo no ebi o ye NDC station na o na okaka party munsam ebi the same asam kronara no ebotum aka no wodem party asam ze one can wopado. Yes, sometimes you know some can slip into the media, but in the minimum. Into no obi so azibi wawa na yenya ya hwede look tamazi onye hwe esewie yanko yeka. Because ehwe aza Akufo-Addo beye nzama President Kufuor beye na sende ye wo opposition ibi so on the NDC fo no kra abentuma de bia wonya ne baze pote na wo beye. Chairman yakwa kosom kakra from 92 I started kemma kebi yezebodunde. All the major social intervention programs are our abatement. And this is in Krumpo. Maybe I can start and cite a few. 1, free compulsory basic education.
FQ.
MPP knows bay.
FQ in your constitution.
That is a constitutional aspiration.
Okay.
I'm talking about implementation of aspiration.
Okay, me too.
2, health insurance, Kufuor. Free maternal care, Kufuor. School feeding, Kufuor. National ID, a policy, a program that has sanitized the system. Sebio, in there it is easy for security, the financial sector, GRA, to identify fraud, combat crime, and address some of these illegalities in the system. Oye Kufuor. TVET, free TVET, Akufo-Addo. STEM, Oye science, technical, engineering, mathematics, education, what's it be? Oye Akufo-Addo. Free SHS, Akufo-Addo. One district, one factory, that industrialization drive to create opportunity for private sector, Akufo-Addo. Now, Maslok, Kufuor. In the area of agriculture, the cocoa mass spraying exercise, Omagana this nya oil, and Omagana nya 1 million tons of production.
Cocoa.
Kufuor. Then Yembra discovery of oil. For many years, discovering oil was our aspiration. It was Kufuor who took the risk and invested in oil discovery for us to get additional source of revenue for national development. Oye Kufuor. In fact, Wowu Studio Hara, when oil was discovered,
2007.
yes, and they sent the samples to the castle. May God bless her soul. I'm a benyodo ha not. And I'm warrior discussion with her also on Jinzi or Yajungo. It was this famous studio.
Yeah.
So I want every MPP be an opportunity me obtain a supreme webisa no there. And ye biaro NDC for they had opportunity under Rollins 8 years, Mills Mahama 8 years, and they have another opportunity again. Is there any single intervention, a social intervention program, a policy that Ghana Funina Botume de there? The policy the NDC na what bay, and it has even survived. They've implemented it successfully. There's none. Mpocho a metro mass transit a policy. Kufuor implemented what friend a Kufuor bus metro massy on your Kufuor not bay. There's nothing like a Kufuor a friend and Atamil's bus and now Rollins bus. Kufuor is a metro mass bay yet Tunisian Kufuor bus. No, I'm saying NDC for 1 year to me view what's your unconfirmed, which was a good initiative. But Dama a unconfirmed Guinea fowl or collapse. What baby was in Kokon Ketenkete? In the one case when you muto was in Kokon Ketenkete no, and one I was a one way Kunkum Kokon was I am con. Is this economic policy which will transform lives? They be being you. What bay was there will be a 24-hour economy? 24-hour economy. Why it be someone pa? Why want to monchim? What's 1 job 3 shifts? One kasempo wonim nazeben morte. So it is clear that as a party, no, anytime I any opportunity, yetumi as in shishay ba otumo bua Ghana. So if them not za, no yesin to corona, they be no. Yen shene yen solving once and for all. Being too individualistic. MPP oya yen fan check.
One fan check.
Asam ko yebetum ya atwa ono so say yes ye de tumirima Dr. Baumia or de ye hu adwuma ye na yetum ye musa because osa ye ya getting the power will be automatic. Chairman, intino
Martin,
that is my take.
I'll just come back to you. Obisi, tell Alexander afenyo Markin to add 1 constituency, 1 ambulance. Nana Akufo-Addo. Obisi, please tell him to remember LEAP. That one is also Kufuor. That is from Mahama. Yes. I say also for house account. Francis Yaudaku says, Osahine and Chairman General, how are you doing today? Well, we're fine, thank you. Good morning to you. Thomas says, truth is MPP is far better than any other party. Okay. And Dr. Baumia is exceptional. That's Thomas Boateng. Tell Apanya to add youth employment, Kufo. And then Ohini Yeboah says Apanya proper leader and everything else. And then let me see. 1, 2, 1, 2. Greetings to Osahene. I like his boldness. Watching from London, Evans Boateng brings that one in. C. Poku in Paris. Apanya is an asset to the MPP. We should give him the necessary support. Emmanuel says, I'm watching live from West End Mayfair, Central London. And then Befi in Bantama, forgive me. Befi says, Osahina Apanya Markin is one of the few individuals who, after MPP lost in 24, has worked really hard against the also reunite our flanks. Kudos to him, Befi from Bantama. Chairman General, kindly say hi to my leader, your leader, everyone's leader, Sam L. Norte, in a by. Oh, my brother Kwejo Ahodo. Kwejo says, I was in Ghana. We should have met. It didn't happen. Next time. Kwejo, next time, let's make it happen. Nice to know you came to town. And then Emmanuel Ozu says, I'm enjoying the show. My leader, our leader. And then this one says, Minority Leader 1, Osahene Apanya Marking. And then tell Apanya, I don't think there's any big problem in the MPP. Some individuals are just trying hard to bring problem. Gasti Man in Breko, Master Planner Junior Kintampo. Let me just add, free maternity health care was also introduced by Kofo. Osahene has said it all. Oblite says, listening to you live in Kolebu, regards to leader. Okay, Oblite, good morning. And then JC Boako Apanyo, you're a great leader. I like your style of communication. Greetings to Honorable Efrifa, Western Regional Chairman. That's Perpetual. Sends that one. And then Apanyo, please add, this from Jenny Johnson, please add interoperability. And then watching you live from Ramstein Air Base in Germany. Alex, good morning. Thank you, Alexander. School feeding, Kufor. Okay. Chairman, we in the NDC would also say Mahama Cares, because it is a great medical intervention. Okay, you say your name is God. And then Apenyo, let me back to you.
Chairman,
yes.
We listeners,
yeah.
They've introduced a dimension to the program. Just permit me and thank them for listening. You see, internet paying for no quar or what I akoshu into mizin kunimo. So free maternal care o man paying ku for bay Emma Sebio yen nanuma wo fe yefun wo crashing. Wonya wana yeresa. Won ko hospital na won charge one.
Yeah.
Kufuor boldly solve the youth employment problem in a way by creating this youth employment policy. And in it was this sanitation program giving rise to the establishment of Zoom Lion.
Yeah.
Across the country, it created new opportunity for jobs at the grassroots level. And one won certificate and we know how Ghana benefited Chrome, clean, or prepra. And can ifi, and unfortunately, didn't say flood or bay is because of ifi and our Chrome. And one day a clean up we chado. So again, there is no clear policy on even sanitation. But Kufuor addressed the sanitation problem. Now, Akufo Addo Agenda 111. Agenda 111, they've abandoned it. And it's a major health policy. Take away the politics. Look, still Nkrofo Nkrasa Wonya Spiti. Kolebu is under pressure. Okomfanochi is under pressure. NDC Fusi war year a 24-hour market at the cost of 43 million cedis per market.
For all 261 districts?
Meanwhile, you have these health facilities. First, fix the health facilities. Siri. Na Nkrofo wonya wana pomizin. Na wanu gozi nkodo. Then you can say that, oh, you want to do a 24-hour market. Na easy market. Na apomizin in you. When a jume in you. In front of workers go. Especially in Ghana today. A mo ne broa we import is cheaper than locally produced rice and maize. Obi di mo odi fi Vietnam or ba Ghana. Na also iduawo emu wo Ghana. Na se wokoto a Ghana de no boye zene chen za wodi fi Vietnam. Obi zi ebro or import from Brazil. Na oze ba Ghana nda. Ukwenya wedua ebro wo Ghana no. Na ebro no boye zen. So it means that even one NDC for no, one policy, no, there's policy misalignment because they are not investing in agriculture. They talked about your friend the Mahama case. Me pocho, the Mahama case now was that bano. On ye anything new? Kufuor NPP Kufuor ne health insurance policy no was a bano. On a way cha, sikana allocation or do kohon chairman. Or yeah 419 policy be awarded but confusing.
Yeah, sure.
Of course, chair. When you come and meet an infrastructure, a policy, and then you just take away a percentage of the allocation, and then you come with an enactment to say there, okay, sikana or there, it will create another structure. In any event, there's one thing they have forgotten: hepatitis B. Hepatitis B is killing 10% of our population every year. Ghana Health Service records are there. Hepatitis B or a serious liver infection, inflammation of the liver, or even HIV and other yerba abenedrino. The World Health Organization has reported. The Ghana Health Services has also reported that huge population of Ghanaians are infected by hepatitis B. So if the government really want to address a health problem, they have to look at hepatitis B. Health Minister promised last year that they are looking into it. Many people are suffering from hepatitis B, especially a painful or transmit Yerban was a one number because when you sika was about to a yinibi, a drunibi. When you see campo a vaccination, so they have failed in that area, and I don't want my good friend to say there's a Mahama care, and perhaps because of politics, I'm refusing to say it. NDC has no single social intervention program to their credit.
Let me move on.
And that is a reality.
I'll come back to you. Lawyer Kwame Jan says, Kwame, good morning. Warm regards to my most learned brother Osahin. Kwame, I am Tano Fufi. Tano Fufi, good morning to you. I know we are live in your track in France. Please greet my mentor, afenyo. He's always welcome to my house anytime he's in France. Okay. And then this one says, Alexander afenyo, you're one of the best in the NPP, Eric Boache. And then today in Texas, afenyo, you were in power for 8 years. Remember, what did you do? Jenny says Mahama Healthcare is being funded from NHIL. And then tell Osahini to keep up the good work. I'm voting come 2028. The first time since 96. We shall get our Adansi Asukwa seat back. The case since that one. Let afenyo add new houses for judiciary and civil service. Okay. My regards to Osahini, a Dutch hen in the making. Fine politician. Okay, muchacho sends that one. And then I feel there is the axis of four, if I should call them that. Central region, Eastern region, Greater Accra and Ashanti should come together, form a nexus. Now Dr. Baumia when you kukwemu menyim there new regional chairman. What's saying that Obeshaw? Dr. Joseph Kobna Esibo. Central region. What are the plans for Central Region? Our new regional chairman.
Well, I can't give the specifics out, but guided by history, we will do what we have to do. By the way, Mr. Father Yesibu, Mr. Father, ne cousin, no, Oyen Wofase.
No,
my stepfather is IK Isibu.
Oh, interesting.
Na officenia, and no officenia Dr. Isibu.
Small world.
Because Dr. Isibu ne papa, or Mr. Father ne first cousin.
Yes.
Nti wo nyina wo ye eja kru wo ye memba. Na Mr. Father ne papa no obo worry wo winiba obo worry abrewa awojedi gati.
Okay.
Nti no won wo betina ai simpa. Nti sibufu a wo simpa nyina no ofisenya.
Family and friends.
Nti ne danifa chairman yezin komo almost about 3 hours.
Okay.
It's a dim yezin komo and I told him that yen go by Chairman Kuti ne template. Baby a Chairman Kuti no wo bia no anope Nyankopon ni hire ne kra adwuma pa obeye nyimpa ze ebe wiaza abeji wuzin and he led the party into victory in 2016. He put in place certain strategies to be how to reach out to the grassroots, how yebe audit yen constituency polling station album and get everybody on board. Enti yezi dam common and other nkomo obobua ma party etum ejina. Dem ramaken etim na akam zo kubiem. Factions are normal in all politics because there are always power blocks in all serious political parties. But it is how those power blocks work together. Unity is not the absence of faction.
Okay.
Unity is not the absence of faction or different opinions. Unity is where all shades of opinion agree to work together for the good of the party. And, you know, we've discussed a lot, and I'm sure that he would also provide the needed leadership that would give us that kind of vision. And then eventually make sure that Yan flag bearer Enya Igwan in the region. And you know, Bakaya 2016 Nana Akufo-Addo won 22 out of 23 constituencies in Central Region.
And what happened?
And then we won 19 out of 23 constituencies. And in 2024, Nana Akufo-Addo won 19 out of 23 constituencies. It's a parliamentary that we lost because of the momentum skirt and blouse and some seminar. The same problem. But 2020 elections, Akufo-Addo won Central Region 19 seats out of 23 seats. And in 2016, he won 22 seats out of 23 seats. The only constituency Akufo-Addo lost in 2016 was KEA. All other constituencies Akufo-Addo won. And you know, we have the benefit of history. The history, which is anytime there is unity of purpose, nkunyimziba.
Then Kabumoha.
Nkabumoha ba nkunyimziba. And you know, ejesibu wire crado. Nkoma yezi ndi de nyina no wire crado. Nya da mabri no okede eyi tuo man eyi anto man debi. Onyina adwin mu kra. Ye be ye candidate search. How candidates wobotum waboa na yetum yenye seats. How executives no wobotum waka won wabom na yetum ya ye adwumazin because executives ka won bom na resources ba resources no tum kofom okofom nso a ozi vote no ozreba inti dam anamontu nyina no yebotu. Of course, in this politics, you know, constituency be anywhere, BBI 100%. Inti oya yen nyina he na says ameme ka ho bi. Obia ka ho bi to ensure that as it be a che bia no yetum na ye straighten. Inti no largely no that was why he visited.
Okay. Remember, Osahene has piloted the ship in Parliament with commendable prudence, energy, and resilience. He is without doubt our surest bet for the position he occupies, minority leader of the NPP. Let's give time some time. Manche Bruce II in Takrady. So let me come to Parliament. Leadership changes with your main opponent. No, your own one.
No, I am one because during the Easter now the before or after, I had indication the Ejayarga Opedoko Abem.
Okay.
Yeah, he prefers to be a minister, and so and in government in Obiana Mope. I mean, they as a minister, mama, obey Zimpad and Major Minister. Mimpeda me a minister, mimpeda me a parliament. Obizoa a parliament, Juman on Shadam or Pedo a minister. And so busy or Pedo a minister. Now, Ebia, a benefit there, Obutu will create cabinet portfolio, mana. I think that's what they've done. It is one obeying one decision. Ayan is it? Ayan Nasam. Ayan, yes, in there. You be deliver majority seats come 2028. So,
and yeah, Gallagher to then.
Oh, I have a great deal of respect for him. We entered parliament together.
Okay.
He's a great advocate. I respect him. No bunimpa. The Ibua Mezima Ayergano, the me Ibuna na Mezibaman. Ejiza Mezima Ayergan, the men is na Mezibaman. Sebio, Egona Roberts na Matna do da. Samanfe nyiza amegwana menyim nyimpa obe menyize nti enyize se mazba megwan but politics mesema ote no enyo bia na otase enwu odubia ranko kakra na heated exchange na obado no enkrofo fi de ni nyina anye politics no but about 95% of yan komozin oyekukum.
Okay.
Sometimes people say, Minya Yerga Yekum. Minya Yerga, we get along so well. We get along. I mean, I see him as an excellent gentleman who will not hide his feelings. Ayerga ya obia on fast seminshenu. All right? Say, Bibinya, he will say it. Though, leader, this one I was not happy with you, and we get along. After all, I have my party. He has his party. We always have a clear understanding that this bit we have a disagreement. So we'll make our case. It's normal. So as for the heated exchange, or a part of the game of politics. But there are a lot of things on governance, national security. We agree behind closed doors, and we know that look, this one, let it go.
Okay.
Even when it comes to the lawmaking process, we enrich the law. Sometimes they will bring proposals, will file amendments, and they will agree largely to everything. I remember the last enactment on the non-custodial sentencing regime, the more community service bill. Almost all the amendments we proposed, they accepted them. Okay. So
there's collaboration.
We collaborate, we coordinate, we work together.
Talking about,
I think that with Agaga coming, we would have the same level of cooperation and even make it better. But of course, there are partisan lines where we would not compromise. I don't expect him to compromise on strong policy position of his government. I know he also doesn't expect me to compromise on a strong policy position of my party. And in our party, we have formed a tripod now. Flag bearer, parliament, and the party. So everything that we do under the direction of the flag bearer and the tripod, it goes to the policy coordinating committee. So once there is a collective decision by the party, the minority leader has no say. His duty is to advocate the position
of the tripod.
And that is it. In the process, people may see you as coming across as being abrasive.
Remember that right word is abrasive. Remember, greetings to Osahini Kwame Afenyo marking. He's doing more than enough to help the party come back to power. PK Sapon says, good morning. The citizenry traded color for black and white. Now it's clear the NPP is the best option. Minority leader has given his all, and it's incumbent on every member and sympathizer to work tirelessly for Dr. Baumia. And that is Samuel Brian Boabing and Abaye. Afenyo has demonstrated that he has grown into the big shoes that was given to him. The NPP can recapture power if the members unite and rather put their shoulders to the wheel. I wish the newly elected regional executives well, especially Ignatius Efrifa, AK Acoustics, the Western Regional Chairman, Erica Ponsa Boateng, tax expert, NOD. The red, blue, and white is rising again, and some of us are committed and motivated to see to its reality. Kudos to my junior Absu or Sahin, Action Kote, Sampine, NAD, and no Ebaye. And then, Chairman General, I can tell you Central Region MPP is more united for victory. With regards to what I'm seeing in my own Esikuma Dobin Brakwa, I urge the new executives to visit and help address issues in other constituencies like Agona West and bring back our seats. Kwesi Reynolds in Agona Odobin Sasa. Tell Osahene when propaganda and lies overshadow facts and truth, you have a situation where free SHS is sacrificed for free Nkukon Kiting, Agenda 111 sacrifice for 24-hour market, and digitalization sacrifice for insultalization. The way to go, strengthening our communication to counter propaganda and lies with facts and truth. Second, let us give assurance to the party faithful that they will not be forgotten when we come to power. Sasa Enedi Nobai, some of the thoughts from my dear listeners. And then, 1 minute. Okay. Tell your guest the problem with the MPP is lack of communication. They fail to tell the electorate their achievements. The strength of a chain is dependent on the weakest link. I wish him well. Odeshi Ajabing in Hacho. Tell Kwame Afenyo Markin he is my crush. Complete. Please tell Afenyo Markin. John Mahama has introduced 24-hour economy. What does he say? Elizabeth brings that one. Afenyo Markin is a fine gentleman and a good lawyer, but lately his conduct and political approach needs reflection. He should tone down the political rhetoric, remain professional, and return to the Afenyo Markin we knew before becoming minority leader. He is young and promising with a bright future in the MPP. He should conduct himself accordingly. Musa Abatwa in Aswasi. Interesting. Musa, you're a strong NDC man. And I like the way...
He says I should tone down. You know?
Yeah, man.
Also, I should tone down. So I should be drinking tea. With them watching them Krofokrana. Then I may buy a boko.
Then this one says, one key issue we must watch is the behavior, attitude, and character of those close around the flag bearer and who have his ears. They must not build a Chinese wall around him, but they should allow people to be able to access him, especially members of the party, so the flag bearer will be properly informed of what's on the grounds. MPP must win 2028 and we must never leave anything to chance. Justice Abeku Newton of Fame. Apanya Seribim, but answer Seribim, just round this up for me. Micro minority, mighty micro minority. The majority always has his way anyway, and the minority still has his say. Mpotjobrim.
Chair.
Yes, sir.
So I can relate to some of the observations now, all listeners, was about communication. So the massive me abaka wahada. Mekade 2023. Remember we studio ha. Them bring me a deputy leader.
Yeah.
And yaka communication wasam.
Yeah.
I pray that with the new dispensation, if Nyame adum eventually yet to national elections in we na new chairman or any general secretary na organizer na mpanyinfo will take over na the starter, the new director of communications of the party will be given the needed space and direction and the strength and the cooperation to deliver, because political communication are very, very strategic. Me yo yadwen ebo to my yenzama p and to manka was one who basically and there's also some funny thing about social media. People don't realize it. Oh yeah, NDC set agenda. The young Krofuni P was a last week here a democracy and attack demonstration. We had a very successful demonstration.
My friend and I are small, nobody now.
Chairman Pocho. Chairman Pocho.
Oh, me too, Theodore.
Yeah, demonstration no pepepe. NDC for shirt agenda. Agenda ni bi na aken. Agenda no. We could have straight away stayed on course. Hashtag ni here, democracy under attack. But sometimes you know, wonder you know what the intricacy be na ebinum se zechi. Inti no zamotu makache mi nuanum nyina anye de consistency with political communication no a key.
Okay.
Yen stay on your message here. Enam ya no obi bowasom obi abakadam enam na se awore kawasem. Owo wo maame oton pa no. Awo nso ton pa no. Wo maame oye petty trader. Ena oza atetew. Obi nso ne papa ye Oxford scholar. Na wanko school enwe. Ana wan bobra. Na so wo ye petty trader ne ba. Na se etuma aka Oxford a. Onwe bien wan na odo twene yankompoa. Chama jena pocho. Enwa mpa chana. Inti damisemi nyina obaba. Wobese wa horoba. Anope na make wo baby there. JH Mensah as minority leader. Back in the day, Dr. Tony Edu Oshana Horoba, JH Mensah Horoba, and it was published graphic banner headline. JH Waboda Mensah. I remember I was a student at UCC. I remember reading that newspaper graphic. It's there. A minority leader, Horoba no Obeshobi. You won't have it easy. JH, but he stayed the course. Okite 61. In 4 years, it became 102. Eba, a chairman Sabonsu, or your minority leader, 8 years. And Obeye, majority leader, 7 years, 4 months. Into altogether, in 15 years as a leader. 15 years, 1-5.
That's no joke.
No joke. It's a deputy leader 2 years. Not the chief whip 6 years. Then in total, or a leader for 23 years. That is the space the party gave him to lead. Now he had ups and downs. But he stayed the course. He made his first attempt in 2012 to give us majority in parliament. And the party retained him as a leader. Then by 2016, he delivered 169 for the party as a leader. Then he went on the next election. He stayed on till he himself retired from parliament. I'm saying there, I am aware of the challenges out there. Ejumanu on the phone. You need to be calm when you have to be calm. And you need to be abrasive when you have to be abrasive. Because you are leading a side. Eruntum intinaho na u domina idwenenyimu no nkofun jojo hon. Yenu anu mendi for no what do be our for? Hwene na say IMF, this is what they said. They said the 2026 Article 4 Consultation and Proposed Policy Coordination Instrument Report put domestic gold purchase program 2025 laws at over 1.7 billion. CD term no 22 billion, which is roughly 1.5% of yen GDP. So, gold board losses and IMF report 22 billion. Kojo Ponkroma Okan Wasam na a gold board for Shana Hoba. Abena Oseasari a Okakan Wasam Washan Hoba. Musumaka Kebi was me ignorant.
What's the president? I say, record Gold Board Chief Executive Ura Sami Jemfi. I say, afenyo marking is being personal. He's a better friend, so I can understand. You can see the hatred and bitterness in his voice. Sami Jemfi, why are you?
Okay, so what did he also say about the IMF report itself? Chairman.
Okay, me too.
You see, time our opposition. he criticized everything. I don't think that Yenuano criticism or criticizing MPP for criticize Onarankasa as an individual, even 1%. When it comes to the institution, I don't think the institution MPP are criticizing institution even 5%. You see, Chairman General, take this from me as my very honest view. This is me as a person. I'm young. I don't envy success because I have seen success. I celebrate success, so I don't envy success. If Gold Board is doing well, I will be one of the few or one of the many who would come and praise Gold Board.
But it's doing well,
but
is it not?
Gold Board is failing.
How?
Gold Board.
But I don't know why.
Gold Board is failing. It's not me who is saying it. It is the IMF that is saying it. Let's break it down. IMF is saying that the gold purchase program has led to a total of 22 billion losses. Now, if Gold Board is not failing, or if these losses are not true, why one minority ye raise the issue no? Now first the fees no are what you aggregators no. Now I will break this one down. Chairman General, Gold Board were a regulator and a buyer. One have the monopoly. The gold biano there small scale miners will go in one water. That is one, a buyer. Two, one who will regulate. Now, aggregators now while engage one. What to gold in brown? They started by paying them 15%. When the minority raised this concern, that immediately Gold Board and Bank of Ghana held an emergency board meeting and reviewed the fees to 9%. That is the first point that the minority was vindicated.
From 15.
From 15. So it would be wrong for you to describe me as ignorant, petty, or bitter. Because if what I am saying is not true, why did you review the fees from 15% to 9%? Two, when we raised the issue on the floor, they did a further review from 9% to 5%. Then eventually the governor announced an exit by saying that the Bank of Ghana will not finance that transaction again. What they are doing now is that they are even budgeting, putting in the 2027 budget, the costs of financing this gold purchase program. We are yet to see the figures. So, Chairman, issue raise. We don't want anybody to attempt to trivialize it. Then people will be hired on social media, go and insult afenyo market, go and insult Abno Sayasari. Abno Sayasari is a very respected legislator, member of parliament.
Okay.
On Kasakeke. But you see, Yenuanum NDC for no. They criticized, yet when you are criticizing them, they get offended. They are rather being personal. Look, this is the most constructive opposition in parliament Ghana has ever had. We don't go personal. I want NDC Nibiara, even on Pema Semumpono, to itemize one by one where I was personal in attacking personalities in their government. I showed them great deal of respect, from the president to the ministers to the chief executives of institutions, because I want to raise the issues. But as a leader in opposition, you don't expect me to be taking tea with you. Chair, there are a lot of things that we see, and because of the nature of those issues, we tell them in private that go and correct it. It's not everything we say in public, because we've been in government before. It's not everything that I know that I'll come and say, sit here and say because no here, a member, you should know the limits. you should know the red lines. You should know the things that you say in public and things that you don't say in public. Gold board is a very big scandal awaiting the nation if they don't listen to us. If they think we are being personal, the international institutions will start cracking the whip on them. There are things I know they don't know, or there are things that they will tell us in opposition, they won't tell them in government. So when we are talking, they should listen. They shouldn't take them in penalty. Why, Mupocho, chairman? Mupocho, at the risk of, I don't want to say something that Obi Nwunka or the one who basically one day it boost. Ebaze na meshisho oviaze. Why? What is it that Obi ne success you envy? Envy the person for what? Being bitter about what? I don't know Koduno yet. If anybody loves gold board, it is we the minority.
What's one on?
Well, chairman, Kojo Opon Nkrumah raised it. He was attacked. He's not an accountant. Gold board chief executive attacked him on TV3. He attacked him on Joy News File. That Kojo is wrong. The records are there. Mumboni tape in chat.
But Kojo has a background in accounting.
Oh, well, what's on your accountant? Meanwhile, you become UCC.
Our background in accounting.
Abno Sayasari, chartered accountant.
Chartered accountant.
Why a minister of state? One more big cross social media sharp now, Robert Yaya. Abna was speaking from the IMF report. We are stakeholders. They meet with us. Look, when I was majority leader, Atu was the minority leader. There were a lot of things that I too knew. That how did he get to know? By becoming a minority leader, I now understand that some of these agencies, they will relate some of the wrongdoing in government and share report with you. But we go about it in a very civilized manner. We haven't gone out attacking an individual. Mr. Chairman, has any of us used a word that Osimesi is corrupt? No. We haven't said that. We would want to have a reason to say that a particular person is corrupt. I have not used that word. What we are saying is that the losses at Gold Board is a big scandal. It has to be fixed. Mpocho, Chairman, have you cited the IMF report?
Bits and pieces, yes.
Hasn't IMF said the losses in 2025 amounted to $1.7
billion?
If you convert or 22 billion cedis. So if I say that these are the losses, am I lying? Chairman.
If you're not IMF in Tasi.
Oh, to the extent that the Bank of Ghana has conceded and backed out of it. Do you know that even now there is tension between Bank of Ghana and Gold Board? I can tell you.
Gold Board is
Bank of Ghana says they won't allow them. There's a huge conflict. Gold Board has written to the banks. The Bank of Ghana has also written to the banks. Look, there's a whole tough war. So we try to deal with the issues. And we try to deal with the issues, but never underrate the minority. A minority of even 5 out of 276, don't underrate them. Don't antagonize the minority. It's not by calling us names that will discredit us. But you listen to us. We don't hate you.
If afenyo marking claims Gold Board is failing, while CEO Sami Jemfi says it is profitable and contributing to economic growth, the issue should be settled with facts. The CEO has challenged the minority to invite him to Parliament to account publicly, yet they continue making allegations in the media. If they are confident in their claims, they should invite him to Parliament and let the evidence speak. Musa Abatwa, Onozo Ono Bain.
Chairman, let's stay there before you read the next one. This is a very important thing. Musa, please listen and listen to me. Thank you for intervening. This is all we want as minority. Musa, the truth is, the evidence is that the IMF report that the 1.7 billion losses, Gold Board hasn't written to dispute it. If there is anybody to dispute, Gold Board must dispute that report. 2, Bank of Ghana has conceded. You know, when the IMF finishes its report,
the Bank of Ghana,
when they finish their report, they give a draft. They don't just do all the data, information. You know, it is our own institutions that give Bank of IMF. IMF, they don't sit somewhere and write where you will say that IMF they don't understand.
The IMF,
the same Gold Board Chief Executive, Chairman, by way of clarity, the same Gold Board Chief Executive is accusing the IMF there. The IMF doesn't understand the thing, the report they've written. But I'm saying that it cannot be that you are the only person. Itase, Obia Intase. Bank of Ghana has accepted the findings of IMF.
Bank of Ghana, Wajatum.
That is why. Oh, come on, Chairman. Call the central bank. Call their communications. Anyway, why do you think that the governor came out to issue a public notice that the bank has pulled out of the gold purchase program? Why did the government pull out? The governor pull out? So when he raised the issue, they should stop saying there, you know, now I challenge you. Challenge me with what? The report is there. In any event, Chairman, we brought a motion to Parliament and said that we should form a bipartisan committee to do a full hearing to look at the losses. Why did the majority block it? Now to Musa Abatwa. Musa, you are saying that Gold Board Chief Executive has challenged the minority. But your own majority in Parliament is blocking his coming to Parliament. How else do we invite him? It is only a parliamentary committee that can invite Gold Board. We do it through a motion adopted and carried by Parliament. Or the Parliament yet na ye debate na what to me okay. No Gold Board in paying funya one Bank of Ghana in paying funya one Won't be explain the gold for reserve program because 22 billion losses being reported by IMF is huge. Or you're very serious. But the majority blocked it. Will vote against us, they won't take. So if a chief executive of Gold Board now says that he is daring us, we should invite him. How do we invite him? Anyway, if you want us to have a studio interview right here at Peace FM or any other platform, I am ready. My colleagues are ready. Our weapon is the IMF report. It is not us. I know that I don't understand gold business. But I have read and I understand and I have seen a report stating clearly that the transactions have resulted in losses in excess of $1.7 billion and then in excess of 22 billion cedis. I also know
IMF report, or your final report,
yes, that's a final report signed and issued, released on your draft report. That's not a draft report. We are talking about the end of year 2025. And Chairman General, another point is the reason why the central bank has exited the program. The IMF issued some other warnings and queries to the government. Is the reason why the finance minister now wants to budget for the gold for reserve program in the 2027 budget. So our stakeholders have raised serious concerns. The IMF, World Bank, all these multilateral institutions that we deal with have raised their concerns. They've issued their final report. So why are you accusing the minority? What have we done? Look, Justice Arabe Sabat Tokonu, she did not account for an impress of $4,000, which was given to her to travel to Zambia or Tanzania. She has lost her job. I am saying that we are today being accused for commenting on a final report. A final reporter, Obia Intuminkade or challenge Obi $4,000. She lost her job as a chief justice. My brother, chief executive of Gold Board, he was on Joy FM firing at Arabe Sabatokonu when Cecilia Dapa, an accomplished woman, then as a minister of state, ne house girl Korea Nazi, they made a case out of it as if Sebe Mami Nombo brother, she had to resign. If today the institution that you supervise, you should pretend over, has incurred losses of 22 billion cedis, and this is the IMF report saying this, and Chair, all I want to say is this: the report is a final report on your draft report. On your draft report, it's a final IMF one final, and it's on their website. They have made it public. And for emphasis, on what challenge, or your Article 4, consultation and proposed policy coordination instrument report, put on the domestic gold purchase program 2025 losses. That is that bit of the report captured in the by IMF. So it's not me. Onye na mimpio binasam. Onye MPP for na wire jealous. Onye MPP for na wire bitter. But my brother, these losses are huge. They should rather defend why the losses. Inton gold is abokao. Gold what on wabokao, chairman. Gold.
Me bida.
Me piache de gold se inton gold ne bokawa. Na enyim gozi. Titi yene janum yene mpanyimfo a wodi gold egozi no wambakaw. Inkozi gold ikaw na mbakaw na chede imzigo ni ye. And that is what the IMF is saying.
10 minutes to 11 studio this morning. Alexander Afenyo Marking, Kwame na Afenyo Marking, minority leader, member of parliament, Efutu, and I and Commander Master P from London says greetings to Afenyo Marking, and a few here. Afenyo is wise and sensible. I appreciate your submission, Paul. Afenyo is in a different class. I hope Musa Abatwa now understands. And then there's another one who's I'm saying confirm with the attempt. Where name with the home?
Attempt the day now, chairman. Yes, no. I go can this year somewhere. And TikTok. No, mo say attempt the day, chairman. Miss Rowe. Camilla Al Hassan or the prison because Sabi we call the attempt. Your friend saying Akwabi your friend Kwame Nkrumah the second. Omu Jelino last year so on your politician on your MPP ninti Nkrofo Google it. Your friend Kwame Nkrumah the second. Nidin I watch TikTok no.
Okay.
Or jail. Okay. Look, our friends in government be tolerant. Of course, I don't like insults. I believe that insults shouldn't be part of our politics. And that is why I don't insult, I don't use foul language, and I will never use it. If for any reason by mistake I use foul language, I would apologize. But NDC, for consistently, they are in government, but they are behaving like they are in opposition. They use foul language, either they would engage somebody somewhere in another jurisdiction to insult you, or they will get TikTokers to insult you, but you are in government. And one was it that was a robot on yet. Okoto de Nubujwe Hesa. Okoto de Nubujwe. Mudi attempt obia ewo Ghana. Asem obi nkaye mpo mutumi kukru ekato no so. Sebi. Edum mo so a na mo de mo se motai apai. Ba me de eya attempt de ene bebu mabam. Esan se empenifo no mudi menim be somye as minority leaders no. Omu konsohwem enti meka me de opia dia opese wo ye bia no betumi de ayeme na otumfo na ka se embre eni nkaso che mark ni ya ana
ai
na zem bi bitna ban mu 8 years ana
no
8 years embetwe manko
abesinko
sesi omu si omu egu MPP won omu pia sesi ami medi 48 NDC omu pia omu transfer 20 years omu bese ebe opposition na medi 68 na medi 70 with the 20 years come in fear ho I will be 68 sanya me ma me nkwa 20 years ember. Eye na nsenya na kufo nwini ye. Ana ye to mombro hunfu eje no. Eye no a. Me ba o. Eye na nsenya.
26 years ago.
Wo ma chake me. Eye na nsenya.
26 years ago.
26 won.
Yeah. 2000.
Tema. Odefo kra ne mreo. Nti ye nuanom no se bibisa na ye ka ho asemo a. Omunya abotre minim se sometime power na ede. Minim. Yenya ye tasty bida. But ya na weti ho kakra. Because echina wo ho. Me de ensem bi wo me bia ma no nka da. Wo mia me kokra me nka. But me person mo ti ase se echina wo ho. Let's build relationship. Let's love one another. Let's understand and accept. Say you criticize what is for the good of what we chira. Now you know, post-regime accountability, it can be traumatizing, eh? They should start thinking about post-regime accountability. Post-regime accountability. Men yo mo doko. Ah, na say ye MP before. You win in 2016. And Kofo say 1 million votes. Hey, Akufo they win 1 million votes. MPP there and NDC egu. Na ye kura 169. Eko ye trim. Ebinumi ye mistake. There were excesses. Mijitum. 2020. Ye hu yan say ye 169 na so ayete ate 137. Ye hu yan say presidential vote no so at half it. Inti say then who kra 1.7 million or say 1.5 million. Who kra 189. Who dare to true sim bi nya abotre. Na bi e tina me afenyo markin na wudidi matemi. Ube hia me na me ne Dr. Baomi akasa. Another attorney general beba no. My friend is ominia. Twaso nya abotre. Me can say don't ensure accountability o. Yenya ya kwa bemu. Inti wonfum so bia obetumi ahwehwem. But do it with a human face.
Let's go to
Yoko. Now we see Kofa Ejapade 50 million cash. Nkafo we ibra na ya chewa najo. Hwade omudi ya miracles abwaji and they won't to me or the jail not because he's done galamsey chairman. I need to put this case across. Me my kind judgment 3 times. I don't see the need to read it the 4th time. I've read the judgment 3 times. Nowhere in the charge sheet, nowhere in the judgment is there stated they want to make did galamsey. Must you uncle 20 years? We must see where Obieko 2 gold will want to me as so. One can say want to me na din crofon koye
yes,
na wakoye.
Yes, on my home
without any paper. Do they need evidence, chairman?
Well,
chairman. Okoto de Nubujo, justice must be seen to be done. You know, media ebia would the propaganda no, and they would make to me as say you obedient. But at China, no one is out to me. I would be a propaganda. Into say no say a kasa. Maybe they should tolerate our noise. Ebia be bo mo ankasa.
Greetings to my MP Osahin Afenyo Markin. It's a pleasure listening to him. Kosa Bentel Awoshi in Accra. This one says, greetings to my Akonta Osahin from Charles in Kede. Tell Osahin the NDC is an embodiment of a walking contradiction. Power, like alcohol, is a great equivocator. It provokes the desire and takes away the performance. An anticipation of death is worse than death itself. Tomorrow is pregnant. Sasa and no abaye. It's almost 11. If we have to, we gotta go. We'll go. And then this one says. So Afenyo agrees that poor communication cost the NPP 2024. Well, yes, he's alluded to that already here. Say can ye home and nearby. Afenyo. Quick question. Me pese beko Nana ya janto di natem.
Never.
Oka se tiano.
Never.
Oka se oye nobody.
Mean to me yes ada.
One ka bibi asa.
Mpacho. Bomi tape no. Mpacho. Me response ani tape no dia ye kan ye obo. Sebi oye peni oye mami moa. Yes ana e detete me. But tape no. Se dia medical aka no. Yenu anu NDC for no a part of propaganda bia omo ye say enam say ye the mono aye successful no omonfa bibi entom framem, and I leave everything to her own good conscience. I mean, tape no, if our tape be I just say sebi baby a me tipen eduya ye de party asha mensa e parliament sebi minim se metumi ayem from so de ba sebi metumi ahwe o maami pani anim akasa de a omumbo tape no
ntinya no kwe
men nyina wo chance wo de research de wo ye ntem bumbo tape no maami because you see, I was also deliberate in my choice of words. Where the be a free man no buy no. Man cannot out of emotion, me cannot out of deliberate communication style.
So, talking about
wait.
Okay, what you have to say one kind of style. Talking about communication style, Obisimen Kancho say, tell Kwame now this morning the English has been too much. Especially on some of the very pertinent matters. Example, the Gold Board IMF issue. I love Kwame now, but for a tree program, this passes for quote unquote poor communication. Okay, also wajatum ojitum. I say we no person kakra epim me seminar me ye.
Che. America in there. Yen egusi gold na gold board for ton.
Wonzi gold mboka.
Gold kaona abada hon. Osododo. One ton gold mboka. And on ya ahen parliament minority for na yara kade gold board abokaw yembo yeni trimi bi na yara ka oya IMF for won enum sama anwa trowa aban ajatum chairman minister du bio
aban
ajatum oninti na governor oba out issue statement there says ya no afi azinum ibi o nsuso ya sha ze yara ka wasem no fees no sha se wo 15% oha inchem duenum no osododo ye ka wansam no wo ba pado be hyehyɛ ahoroba nanso wo free board meeting and na wo ka review yi wo de ade no ba 9%. Enti wona na ka kohwesem Musa Batwa me pede me bisa no on find out from Gold Board whether there ye ba out no we review fees no to 9% and what the crop 5%. Enti send ye ka wansam a one jintum that them 22 billion cedis no or yes you can't wobotu was a complete agenda 111 wobotu mo dey create opportunity ma one youth no because NDC youth when you adwuma NDC youth pi na what the party echi one kasa won impayinfo kakra na wozi daw.
Well, anyway, so for paying Nicholas Duncan Williams, us yambon pay my Gold Board.
Wajatum
because Gold Board was it sumboni bi na honhomboni bi kan wechi
open front video no chairman
yes empire better
minority
yeah
mighty minority sa akoyisem na yare ka no do sofo Duncan William ne zo kan so akoyisem ana
ono simpay
sure but okay bibi answer no campaign us there Gold Boards bibi re then us movement bi on do you paying okay kase bi anamwa nti se bibia recorda empa no hia
ebia was here fortification
so that
ebia we gina won now nti woro bompa there were 45 won
oh you see no kware yakor IMF one report here actually Gold Board about 22 billion cedis in
IMF one tase
but aben sign report no finance minister no onye a Bank of Ghana anyway chairman ebisa akasema minchim say IMF for your one report we are what the kind was a draft. I've been in government before don't me a minister but some of these meetings maximum be that say IMF for your one report we are was a draft like all audit reports was the draft ba aben enyim the yin discuss ama entasi edwuma ansa na nwa sign off. There are some criteria bi threshold bi na nzama bi a ebi aban botum akado no dem figure yenji ntum oyedem make a show there report no a Gold Board chief executive record there IMF for 1000 ona na ben na sebio ozi anobano no aben na agya atum nti akoyisam no won chairman. So if IMF into gold board issue nasa eba ndinti na aben in church minchira IMF eba ndinti na aben agya atum de IMF report no wesom nti asem ni yem fancy ye na nwombom wonye ne personal because won na wo ya ne personal won na wo ya ne personal wo de shahroba anyen yen shahroba inhen losses na year sound alarm the them 22 billion in Chebuchum's hospitals. It's a schools. It's a creating kukonket and getting them all. Nazama Ofu soldiers na when Yankukon Mona, so Bokumbi was I am Kwana was I am Kwan.
Kwame na pay me dash. Nkwana bim di na chere kwam zo.
No, some Kwana some no ye agreed minister no okay.
Enyo make.
Also kukonket and getting no party members no once we kunkum kukon was I am Kwan. Ma was send videos ama. Impojat masa. Now since more party food soldiers wonya nkukoni biawen say losses is sekeni bi wo a wo botum na was atonku konketenkete no mo na was aboafu soldiers no nti na nya hia na yer twa asam ato gold board wondo ibi na ayi osofo Duncan Williams wakin ono so wonye na nya adwen
well
nti minority adwuma ne zo ye nyimie mom na mhiam so ye hia mpaibo chairman
o hia mpaibo
o minority ye hia mpaibo because za oyo obanyan do no na attacks no na no yesho nyankopo na obobo yan ban and maka kire me nua oponkroma e na onye abnose asare no all members of the mighty minority caucus wonjina wanado mama arubehye bi ayi embo hu wo the arrest threat won so a watchewa e baazi bio chairman azukruso ayebre wo ho caucus members were bro. If we one more shut up.
More any shut up.
Shut up in your arrest in it. Munchino. No one said that one more could be a fro. No one will be a fro be the Wabechu. We could raise a be what will be one. No what it threaten MPs every day. Che, Menda every day I get calls. My colleagues see some report I didn't be a work committee impono or make a contribution or threaten. It's not easy, Chairman. In we are there about 10 to them. It's not easy. Young Crawford, the way they are using the power, the way I will use the power. Maybe said, hey, that should be. Young man, this if you are paying one. That what here binumi? Can they even contain 5% of it? An MP raising an issue is threatened. The Aukrampono, here minister no. There was this thing. It's as you call. Inti anyedia. You will be investigated. Then. Obi owa usonyo bia na owa kokodu chairman nyo bia na owa kokodu na why edin why embazinta politics or dem na odo
obi be bisa de na who kosam
indeed the person is right
na who kosam kwamna
we kosam
ana pay me dase
maso me da wase
and obi say answer about kono ACBB, the things we cherish melt. Also cool too many bio.
Man, I'm not in the spirit.
But I wanna hear them. You created them. Obviously.
Tell him like an ice block. But that day, no. Now I think Sam George. Said that which we cherish melts. I just said it. You know that which we cherish melts. Yes.
That
I was referring to power.
That which we cherish melts. Have a beautiful day.
Great day to you, sir.
You too, and thanks for your time.
Thank you for having me here.
It's almost 8 minutes past 11.